This is not a drill, it's a warning. Mess with our dreams, you'll be sorry. Cause this has been years in the making, and we decide who takes the crown. We're fighters breaking out together, higher off the ground. We rise up singing.
We're the ones that built this city, so we're the ones to break it down. Warriors with fearless spirit. One step and there's no way out. We're gonna burn this place down. Burn it down to the ground. If you're ready, make it sound so the world can hear you. Coming up now, off the smoke we're feeling. We're gonna burn this place down. Burn it down to the ground. If you're ready, make it sound so the world can hear you. Coming out now, off the smoke we're feeling. We're gonna burn this place down. Burn it down to the ground. Yeah, we're gonna burn this place down.
No legend, no guts, no glory. We can't die here with no stories. Leave a legacy, don't you worry. We're the ones who wear the crown. We're fighters breaking out together, higher off the ground. We rise up singing.
We're the ones that built this city, so we're the ones that break it down. Warriors with fearless spirit. One step and there's no way out. We're gonna burn this place down. Burn it down to the ground. If you're ready, make it sound so the world can hear you. Coming up now, off the smoke we're feeling. We're gonna burn this place down. Burn it down to the ground. If you're ready, make it sound so the world can hear you. Coming up now, off the smoke we're feeling. We're gonna burn this place down. We're gonna burn this place down.
It's too complicated, don't think we can make it through. I try to run, but I always come back to you. I'm thinking maybe we should slow down, cause all the noise is getting too loud. Maybe it's my fault, maybe I did my own way. Maybe I love too loud, here in this mess we made. I'm thinking maybe we should slow down, cause baby we don't even know how did we get here. All against the wall, though we made it clear. drill, it's a warning. Mess with our dreams, you'll be sorry. Cause this has been years in the making, and we decide who takes the crown. We're fighters breaking out together, higher off the ground. We rise up saying,
we're the ones that built this city, so we're the ones that break it down. Warriors with fearless spirit. One step and there's no way out. Burn this place down. Burn it down to the ground. If you're ready, make a sound so the world can hear you. Coming out now, all the smoke we're feeling. We're gonna burn this place down. Burn it down to the ground. If you're ready, make a sound so the world can.
Everyone, and welcome to TPO Esports. My name is Loki, and I'm joined here by Jim Helper, and we are doing a series of TPO Chipz and Guac versus Rawr out of the ZGG tournament series. Jim, how are you today?
I'm pretty good. Just kind of winding down from a long day of work.
Oh, you had to work today?
Yeah.
Play Minecraft.
I figured normally you're playing Minecraft or League in some iteration between ranked or...
Yes, I'm either playing ranked or I'm playing Minecraft. We do have... we're just getting everyone into... yes. Sweet. This is my egg chair. I wanted to use it. Oops.
They're going to go use the forgiveness token.
Okay. Alright, so there are going to be no ban losses. For us, there was a slight misunderstanding here. Mr. Cohen's messing with me.
No, just making sure everything's set. Alright, but yeah, we do have an updated lineup for TPO Chipz and Guac, though, who will be on blue side for game 1. Up in top lane, it is going to be Raining Wolves instead of Trundle gameplay this game. Returning in the jungle, it's Downfall, Psycho Ghost in mid lane, Florigato has ADC, and Ghost TP as support. For Rawr on the red side, we have Jonikas up in top lane, Hakim in the jungle, Magic Claps as the mid laner, Iron Sanctuary as ADC, and Blue Sapphire as the support.
Interesting. I do know some of these players. I do not know all of them, but they have been around for a while. So we're just waiting for everyone to get ready for picks and band. Okay, I was just checking what they had given me earlier. I couldn't remember. Oh well.
And there's just there may be some technical difficulties with the draft links.
Oh, none of them had it.
Yeah, they made it, but nobody opened it, and apparently
Gotcha.
It's just giving them an error on their side.
Okay.
So they are remaking.
Why
this
is Ghost
quickly.
blaming me?
Because Ghost always.
I
blames
can't.
you.
I know, but Ghost blames me for everything. second draft link being pulled up here. You're making me get out of my comfy chair right now.
You just have to lean forward, not get out of it.
Alright. So the first... Oh yeah, you gotta change them.
I just got it.
Alright, so they're going to ban Graphics on the side of TPO, Rawr, turns and bans Jax. Okay, alright, we have Raining Wolves. I'm like, who is Jax? It's definitely Jax is the 80 carry ban. The Wukong ban does come out from TPO. Followed up by something bigger.
They don't want Psycho Ghost on any type of scaling champ, and they don't want the easy split pusher in the top side on that Jax. There's the Zaya, which we've seen Florigato kind of shine on, was banned by TPO
They banned
themselves,
it though.
so it must be something that they don't want to first pick. But
you know what they're gonna do is they're gonna troll me, and she's gonna go Philios because she knows that it like tilts me. Yes, Jim's mic is absolute like garbage, and it's just picking up everything. But the Varus ban does round up the first set of ban phases, and Jinx is insta-locked for TPO. I'm waiting for the Kog'Maw Milio, because I did see Milio in one of these supports. There are 3 supports in this lineup here, so this should be interesting. What does well with Kog'Maw? Hello, Tibers.
Kog'Maw definitely wants something that allows him to move more. That Karma is definitely likely going to be in that bot lane. Give him the shield to kind of move around the poke, as well as the peel with that W does help out quite a bit. So that is a good group. Ultimately, it comes down to now you got to build the rest of your lineup to kind of protect that Kog'Maw. You want some big beefy front line so that they're not able to just instantly dive onto the Kog'Maw. And there's the Annie picked up. Not sure.
Jinx Milio would not be a bad pick, but I love when Ghost plays Malphite. I know that he's not gonna pick it.
Well, that would be a takeaway here, because I did see that Janikas does play Malphite and Cho'Gath in the top lane. We do see
Downfall does give his Jarvan
come out, which it was a big pick for him. He did shine exceptionally well on it last week in those games, as well as over in Titan on that team as well.
Yeah, I mean, Downfall just kind of does very well on Jarvan, Maokai. The Ornn is picked up here. I'm guessing this is going to be an Ornn top lane, even though apparently Ornn jungle has become a thing, and that makes my soul hurt.
I don't think it'll be Ornn top lane, not top lane, Ornn jungle. It's something that is a very safe pickup in top lane, so it would work out really well. We do see the Shen as well as the Malphite come out for Rawr, and the Lee Sin is banned by TPO. What's left to round out theirs?
Yeah.
There's likely.
Well, they're not afraid of it.
No, so I think the Karma support.
Not a bad thing.
It'd be Karma mid.
It would be. Tibbers is very confused right now.
So this would be a good time to kind of pick up that jungler, and we see a Graves in the jungle coming out. So not gonna be a lot of big tankiness in that jungle. It looks like it might just be the Ornn, unless the Karma could build Radiant Virtue and kind of be that heal tank.
I don't like Radiant Virtue on Karma. I think it kind of takes away from her movement speed with the Australians. But we do see the Mordekaiser locked in on the side of TPO, followed up by the last but not least. Is it this support or is this mid? Because any support is still a thing.
Yeah,
It's annoying, but it's still a thing.
it could work out well. Getting those point and click CC coming through for it,
Oh,
and we
but the
do see,
Ari is locked in.
and that's going to be an Annie support with the Ari in the mid lane.
So let me tell you, Ari with Static Shift, Luden's Echo, and Sorcerer Boost is extremely broken right now. I actually just played it with an Horizon. And my child is lurking behind. What did you need, child?
Is telling you that it's 8:30.
I'm well aware. Thank you.
My bad.
All right, so we have Echo locked in. So either that is an Echo mid or an Echo jungle. Because Grace mid was a thing for a while, wasn't it?
No, you just saw Gravesmith because I was playing Gravesmith for a bit. It's likely Echo mid, Graves jungle. Both can
Went into Orin.
go into it.
Yeah. I mean, I don't.
The Gwen would have probably been good. I don't know if
Yeah.
Rain Wolves does play Gwen or not.
Yeah,
I
I'm
think
not
they
sure.
just wanted to get some front line for themselves as well, though. They do have the Jarvan, now they have the Mordekaiser. Going to be that big, beefy front line. There's going to be a lot of damage coming through, and I think it's going to be up to that Jarvan and the Ari to kind of dive in, get that Kog'Maw. Annie might be.
I
using
mean,
her stuns to
Kog'Maw's
kind
very strong right now.
evade.
Like, now that the new patch is out, the 13.10, it's done wonders for Kog'Maw, especially. I mean, it's done well for a lot of champs, but I've just watched one of our players. I think actually Numbnuts play. I was watching Numbnuts play ranked earlier, and he played Kog'Maw, and it just seems very, very broken. So I'm sure that they'll be balancing it out, and they'll have like a hot fix at some point this week. But
maybe. But this is definitely going to be my first like feel for League with these updates coming through on a lot of the marksman stuff. So it will be exciting to kind of see what Rageblade does to something like a Kog'Maw, because it'll likely be something that works heavily. It's going to be is Rageblade going to be something that's overpowered and just becomes a Rageblade meta, where Vayne, the Kog'Maw, on hit Varus comes out and just shreds through teams. That's going to be something to tell. I am working on getting the predictions out shortly. Just taking a moment to load.
yeah, we're both sharing Wi-Fi because apparently single digits is still out.
Is it?
I don't know.
Try it.
I don't know how to do that. You can do it.
You just plug it in from one router into the wall.
Jim, that's like real tech stuff, and I don't do that. Plugging and unplugging it back in.
Right, but who do you think is gonna win game one this series, though?
I do like the matchup for TPO. However, that Kog'Maw and Karma Graves Echo or nonsense is going to cause issues. Once the Orin hits level 14 and they start rolling the they start like rolling the upgrades out, I think that might cause an issue. But we'll have to see.
Yeah, I personally do like the standard comp from TPO Chipz and Guac. Rawr's kind of seems like it wants to do two different things. Normally, Graves wants to get in your face and get aggressive, as well as Echo wants to dive in. Ornn likes to play front to back, so does Kog'Maw and the Karma oftentimes. It'll be a very interesting matchup, because is it just going to be like a trade of ADCs, and it's going to come down to like who can then finish off everybody else? Or is it going to be something along the lines of the Kog'Maw gets instantly blown up and then they just turn their eyes onto everybody else because they weren't able to get onto the Jinx because the Annie was there to peel, or just point and click stun? Somebody quick.
Yeah. I know we will have to see how this game starts out and see how the players adjust to this new patch. I hope you guys have been practicing, but we are going to go on a quick spectator delay to get ready for game number 1. So don't go anywhere. Jim and I will be right back.
All I do is work, hustle, grind, hard. I ain't never gonna stop, nah. All I do is work, hustle, grind, hard. Level up until I drop, yeah. Independent grind, got no A&R. They used to tell me I would never make it far, but this vivid vision in my head is razor sharp. So much weight on my shoulder, I'ma raise the bar. Cincinnati flow, watch me crack the code. Sick and savage mode, might just catch a cold. Count my money up, yup, on my Casio. Give me a bag of dough and I'ma bounce, adios. Everybody know what comes around goes around. Middle fingers up when I feel broken down. My ribs are touching, I can hear my stomach growl. Make no bones about it. This mental ward, check the weapon drawer. Life's a checkerboard. It's time to settle scores. That ain't just a metaphor. I be rocking my shows and I pop the cork. Got my pockets on swole, cause my profits soar. Better lock your doors, cause I'm like the god of war. Ripping out your rotten core. Y'all are fake across the board. Ya tu sabe. I keep it moving cause I got flow. Trying to dodge every pothole. I'm a rapping version of Picasso. Invest everything that I got, so I chip in my cheese like nachos. Bet on myself and hit the lotto. Estoy algo cansado, así cual. Everybody know what comes around goes around. Middle fingers up when I feel broken down. My ribs are touching, I can hear my stomach growl. Make no bones about it.
It's all about humanity. About humanity. It's all about humanity.
Hello everyone and welcome back to TPO Esports. This is game number 1 of TPO Chipz Guac versus Hello, Jim.
Okay, you just kind of went silent there for a moment, and it just caught me off like your mic cut out. But we do see just the basic 5-point start for game one. Neither team trying to go in and invade at all. No cheeky level 1 strats. Does look like both junglers are gonna start that top side potentially. Actually, the Graves is kind of going back and forth on if he wants to start top or bot lane. And it does look like he's going to start his blue side. Jarvan's starting his blue side, so they are going to be pathing different ways as well. It would be interesting to see if the Graves does look for an invade early on. But right now, just a flip of the sides. They are aware where each lane started, as both top and bot for the respective sides did show.
Yeah, I'm expecting a slow start bot side, but I know that the tempo is going to be picked up fairly quickly, because Kog'Maw is going to get online, so let's see. Reading Wolves kind of walked into the orange queue there.
Oh, I did just notice that. Just quickly looking over the runes that everybody took. Ornn chose to take Unsealed Spellbook, which is going to mean that he's going to be a lot less tanky in lane. We do see the Graves come down looking for a gank here. The Annie might be caught out here. She is going to go down and be first blood. Flash was blown by the Kog'Maw though. So Graves is going to be behind on farm quite a bit, but he did get the assist there, so it might be worth his while. The wave is going to push in though in the favor of Chipz and Guac here, so the downfall might be able to come in, and it does look like he's going to try to come in and see what he can get.
I mean, to dive the Jinx early is going to be a little bit dangerous, and Magic Collapse is getting kind of low here. Downfall does engage here onto Iron Sanctuary, chunks him down to about half health, but gets chunked down himself. It looks like Blue Sapphire is going to get out with just a sliver of health. Jinx just didn't get quite enough damage out yet. I wonder what the first item on Jinx is going to be. Because I've been seeing Static Shift built on a lot, but Hakeem does go in onto Psycho Ghost, attempting to take him down. Does only get to about half health down, and Magic is overstaying his welcome here on Echo. Really needs to back up and go home. You've got no help, buddy. It looks like Ghost did do a little bit of a roam and attempted to get the last hit on that Echo. Unfortunately, the back did go through. Mordekaiser is actually remaining fairly ahead in the top side here. Just about 7 CS lead. Every other lane is fairly even though, minus the jungle, who is just slightly behind because he's been like power ganking.
Do you see the junglers kind of choose to elect to vertical jungle here though? The Graves just kind of rush to the top side of Jarvan's jungle, while Jarvan's in the bot side of Graves jungle, and now Jarvan's going to be looking for another gank here. The stun is up for the Annie again. Does go down. That is the cleanse burnt already by Kog'Maw. He's down once again.
Nice engage from Downfall. The kill for Kog'Maw goes over to the Jinx, which is never a bad trade. But Reigning Wolf is in a tough spot here on Mordekaiser as Graves is topside with that Ornn. He's just able to kind of back it out. Psycho's low on health here. Probably is overstaying his welcome, but Jarvan is not far behind if needed. How is the matchup usually between Ahri and Echo?
I'm not entirely sure. I don't really play Echo mid, so I don't know off the top of my head. And it's not something that I've seen much of. I will say I do like what I'm seeing out of Downfall on this Jarvan. He kind of went and noticed that early on, Kog'Maw flashed for that first blood. He has since then went and ganked there because the flash was down, and then ganked there a second time because the flash was down and they were pushing up. It looks like he's paying attention to the summoner spells, and he's targeting those that are the weak points right now, which is that bot lane. They can't step up that much. Kog'Maw is slow, and when you have something like that Annie point and click stun, it is very dangerous to kind of get out there. We saw the cleanse try to come out, but it just wasn't enough. We do see the bot lane of Rawr though kind of positioned, start setting up vision. Didn't place any vision down in that bot river, just kind of walked into bot river, got out of lane. They do see them there now. The ghost and flash blown by the Jinx to get out. We do know that Graves is there as well. Echo was looking to sneak his way down as well. Top lane, Mordekaiser is getting the better of Ornn right now, currently at a 61 CS lead to 24.
Oof. Ornn did tier, so I mean he's gonna go that what do they call it now?
Thimblewinter?
Yeah. I didn't know that was still like a thing that you built on him, but like I guess it makes sense because Ornn doesn't have a whole lot of mana. So
it's not something that you build often on him anymore. It is kind of an item that's fallen off a bit with these tanks. We did see the Kog'Maw hit level 6 first, even with being CS down. He did get the experience from a lot of CS that he's been missing.
Jinx is building Static Shift first item.
Wait, Static
Shift
back?
Static Shift is back and it's built with Noon Quiver. It is a it's a legendary. Yeah, it's a legendary item. It's not a mythic.
We do see a little bit of a skirmish here in mid lane. Echo's going on to the Ahri. Jarvan just kind of took the scuttle, but the Graves is there as well. Top lane, the Ornn's forced to use the exhaust to just walk away from the Mordekaiser, who's just been hammering onto him in this lane. It's definitely something that it seems like Jonakas is a bit uncomfortable up in that top lane, and it's just gonna go for the I'll see you guys later. The Ornn and Mordekaiser ult comes out, just one more auto, but the flash out gets him out. Now there's a fight for Herald. The Echo's here first to help out the Graves, but the Mordekaiser has joined as well. The Jinx rocket just goes wide. The Mordekaiser's trying to chase down the Graves, does get one. Trying to walk out, but does go down to the Echo. A 2-for-1 in the long run.
Yeah, that kind of gives
a lot of gold over to Echo.
Yeah.
We got 2 kills out of there.
The gold, however, is fairly even. There's about a 500 gold difference. Kills are even, but this Ahri needs to be careful. She is getting collapsed on. Forced to ult out, and does end up getting out with just a sliver of health. Kog'Maw did use his ult there.
Kog'Maw was on a short cooldown.
Yeah. But both junglers, or is it both junglers? No. Graves went topside, and Jarvan opted to go down a bot towards Dragon. So, Death wants those kills first, or maybe just turns and goes on to the drag, which would probably be optimal. It is not a very exciting Drake. It's just a cloud one, but
That's not Cloud, that's Ocean.
it's the same thing.
No, one gives you healing, one gives you cooldowns and movement speed.
Oh, alright.
Um,
It's not a Chemtax, that's really all I care about.
of course.
I have an obsession with Chemtax Drakes, Jim. Leave me alone.
But
So the first Drake does go over to TPO, which still it puts him at a 200 gold. Or actually, it's like even. I mean, both teams are doing well with the it's a crazy cat lady.
But we do see that both junglers are kind of sticking to their side. The Graves kind of heavily focused on that top side and mid lane, while Jarvan's kind of just focused on the bot side. Get the Jinx ahead. We do see the Jinx already have the Storm Razor built for their first item.
They went Storm Razor,
Yeah.
not Static Shift? Oh my god, they're trolling.
I don't think it's a bad pick because the reason behind it is the slow effect from the Storm Razor. If it's procced on Kog'Maw's not going to be able to go anywhere. It's just going to slow him down and make it so that it's easier to chase him down and chase down essentially anybody that's trying to run.
Directed camera was elsewhere. Jinx was able to get 2 plates down bot side. It does come back with full boots, and Kog'Maw did pick up the start 2 Rage Blade, which is supposedly like the power item now, so. Psycho did a great job of making sure the vision stays down in the jungle and river, so. Let's see. There's a little bit of a CF difference in favor of Rawr in mid lane. Echo does have 2 kills.
Yeah, that's where a majority of the gold difference in mid lane is coming from, is that 2 kills, which is about 1,000 gold, the lead currently. The gold, fairly close. A lot of it's coming just from the CS difference. In top and bot lane, the Jinx is kind of heavily ahead of the Kog'Maw right now.
Yeah. I mean, with the full Storm Razor and boots, I would have liked to see them go Static Shift. I just don't know if you still build, like, the Kraken Slayer Gale Force.
Apparently are not paying attention as the Echo is walking in. They are going to be able to back out. The teleport does come out from the Ahri to rejoin the team. Jarvan's on the opposite side of the map, so this is going to still be a 3v4. It looks like everybody just backs off. The Kog'Maw and
Annie does have Tibbers, though. If they're able to land this ult very quickly, then it could lock them right under turret.
Yes and no. The Kog'Maw did have Cleanse.
Oh, they have Cleanse, yeah.
So that was something that could be put into effect. Jinx ult does come down mid to kind of clear that wave.
Oof. But bot side does roam up to mid, and Herald is dropped.
A disconnect.
Oh no.
And it looks like there may have been a pause coming.
Yeah, downfall disconnected. That's probably the worst time for a disconnect is in the middle of a fight.
Yeah.
So Herald is dropped. More than likely, this first mid tower is going to go down to
It's potentially
Rawr.
2 turrets here.
I don't think it has enough charge to get the 2 turrets. It was close, definitely, but
I didn't see on the map the Annie and Jinx rotate over.
Yeah. But we do have another Drake coming up in about 50 seconds. Baron is up in 4 minutes. Oh yeah, Herald's up in about a minute 30. I'm like, wait a minute, we're missing something here. There is lots of vision in the bot side jungle of TPO. It's been placed by Rawr, so they're gonna have to be careful as to where they move. Grace is topside. The Ornal is used on top of the Mordekaiser. Mordekaiser does use the ult, however, he is going to go down to the Graves. This put Graves at 2 and 1. Oh, Graves used Smite in that fight.
Yes.
Flash and Smite were blown.
Did I just see Mordekaiser get hit by the Ornn ult and his ult?
Yes. I don't know who he had in the death round.
He had Graves.
Well, yeah, it did knock him up. I didn't know that he could do that.
I don't think he can.
Well, he did.
It might have been a visual bug. I'm not entirely sure. But second Drake does go over to TPO Chipz and Guac, but they do give over downfall in return. Ornn did walk down, so the Mordekaiser who teleported topside does have the advantage here, and can apply pressure to that turret, but it's looking like everybody's in a bad spot right now. The Annie ult does go wide, so the stun does not connect. She's trying to get the stun back up, but wasn't successfully able to. The Ahri charm does land onto the Karma, who just shields back up. What item does Karma have, Loki?
That's the new support. It's called Echoes of Helia.
Okay, that's not something that.
I don't really know what it does. I'm gonna be honest with you. It's new. It looks like it grants all other legendary items 5 ability haste.
So it's just
damage. It has Soul Siphon, damaging a champion grants Soul Shard. Looks like it's maybe something that stacks. Yeah, it looks like it's something that stacks. Wait, where's Will? Will, I need you to tell me what that does. The Echoes of Helios is a new support item, please. He's like, he's the wiki lord. Like, if we need something, I just ask Will.
Do you see TPO Chipz and Guac go and take that Herald?
That's going to be big for them.
Potentially a 4v4. The Annie's caught and chunked out already, though. Something that they got to play it safe now.
They do. She does have Tibbers up, and does have her stun up, so she just needs to land it on top of someone. But it looks like she's opting to back, not knowing that the Echo is right there. Massive Ornn ult comes out from, Jonathan? And Echo was able to take down Annie. The Kog'Maw does take out the Jarvan, and Mordekaiser is there with very little health. Oh no.
Did try
this
getting
Graves. I don't think that you want this there, Jinx. You may just want to kid out.
They're a bit. They might be able to get a shutdown here as the Graves does get charmed. Shutdown does go over to the Jinx, which is good. She's now starting to hammer. She's gotten the excitement. She has the
oh no, the Karma roots her, which is it allows Kog'Maw to take her out. That is not good. That is a 4-2 Kog'Maw with Rage Blade completed, and it looks like it's either gonna be Bork is Mythic now. Yeah. The, like, Helios or whatever it is. Does that stack? Like, is there, like, souls or something?
There was some type of marking on it. We do see the Echo
Yeah.
try to go in on the Annie and the Ari, but it's kind of forced to get out. To see Runins and the Rage Blade come through for the Kog'Maw, so he's going to have a lot more spray. The Infinity Edge Mythic is out for the Jinx now. Jinx is now getting caught out by the Echo, who's now just kind of roaming around looking for fights and to kind of go in and create some havoc and damage.
Jinx ult rocket is up, and Dragon is up in 40 seconds, so both teams kind of have to play carefully. The goal favorite is on Rawr's side. It's the scoreline's 4-10 with a 4K goal difference.
The Jarvan's in trouble here. As the flag and drag does come out, he's going to be stuck in his red buff pit by himself. And that's going to be a kill over right before this third Drake that comes out, which would have been put them on soul point, but now they're sitting there with no smite up, and they're not going to be able to contest it. Ornn did hit 13, so his mythic is upgraded, and next level he'll be able to start upgrading those mythic items.
I do not like Radiant Virtue on Ornn. I don't understand it.
The way that he's playing is he's playing more to be utility for the team than to be any type of tank, because he's behind. So they went with Radiant Virtue for the healing effect.
Right. So the Mountain Drake did go over to Rawr, which gives them 8% armor and magic resistance. I don't know if this is such a good spot for TPO, as the Ornal is blown. Annie's stun goes through, but is not enough to save the Mordekaiser. And Annie is going to fall to Graves as well. This put Graves at 5-2.
That was a lot of over-aggression there. I understand you want the turret, but just blatantly turret diving without any vision around. You didn't see where the Graves were. You saw where the bot lane was and the Echo was, but it was going to be a 2v2 on a support Annie and a Mordekaiser that's currently 1-4. Now Jarvan's face checking the Ornn and the Graves.
This Graves is big, so I mean, with I don't know what's that. Oh, the first Ornn item upgrade comes out onto Yumu's for the Graves. So he's gonna start helping out his team here, upgrade wise.
Yeah, you can start seeing these upgrades come through.
Baron's up, and mid lane has decided to just follow each other around the map again. It does look like
Flash ult comes out, and the shutdown does go down to the Annie for that Kog'Maw. Echo's now on the backline. This is going to be dangerous, though. The flash by Echo does get the kill onto Annie. The Graves ult does go through the wall and land onto the Jinx. They're looking for more. Now they're trapped underneath the turret in the Cataclysm, but they're just going to quickly kill the Jarvan in his own ult before he's able to get out.
Healing and shielding uses that item. See, this is why you're the Wiki Lord. Jeez. This Graves is everywhere on the map.
Yep.
The things are going wild though.
This is a bit
The
late
more-
for the teleport. The Annie
A
is
little
here.
bit.
She does stun down, but the Echo's here as well, trying to get that kill onto the Mordekaiser. Does get it. The Annie goes down to the graves. Psycho Ghost on that. Ari is forced to kind of back off after teleporting in.
Jinx should start to do some damage here. Not sure what the next build is going to be. Since I no longer know what makes what anymore. I kind of wish that they bought Static Shift. Static Shift on 80 carries is disgusting. And Graves just opts to start the Baron. A little premature, but alright, I dig it. Big engage from Downfall there. Does take down the Graves and the Orange.
The Jinx now.
Nice.
Kog'Maw flashes in, trying to get onto the Jinx. Is able to get the double kill onto her. The rest of the team's chasing the Ahri. The flash charm from the Ahri does get the Kog'Maw.
Nicely done, guys. Very nice. Don't Downfall, don't back. Don't back.
I think they're backing and trying to go for
Yeah, I
that
think they
drink.
kind of have to. It would have been nice to see a Baron buff on them, but
I don't think they had the consistent damage to do it as of yet. They're gonna be able to get there to Drake first and kind of start burning it down. Teleport from Ornn does come in, as well as a teleport from the Echo. It's no longer in control of TPO Chipz and Guac. They're gonna have to back off to get out.
then you go find a hobby. Ooh, the Jinx rocket does come in, but it's just not enough. Not enough damage quite yet. A little bit early, but a massive fight. But Annie's gonna fall to the Echo here. This fight is just getting messier and messier. And the dragon does go over to
The second mythic upgrade item does come out, and it is the Kog'Maw's Rage Blade. They do pull in the Ornn, trying to do as much as possible, but that Kog'Maw's just shredding through the Mordekaiser, as the Jinx is just barely able to start putting damage onto it. This is definitely something that Kog'Maw does need to go down first.
they're starting this, and most of the team is at half health. Is that something you really want to do? It looks like
They're gonna get the Baron.
Well, the Baron does go over, but at what cost? So it looks like the Ornn does go down. Psycho is looking at an angle to get this Echo, but I don't think he gets out of this.
If the Echo's smart, he doesn't give over his ult. I think he is gonna choose to take the ult to try getting the Annie, but does go down himself. I probably would have waited it for a bigger fight, knowing that you were gonna go down anyway. So it ended up being a 2 for the Baron, as well as the mid tier 1. Oh yeah, the Echo ult is on a short cooldown now, so it will be up.
So, well, I mean, look at the 80 carries. Jinx isn't having fun. Item-wise, like, she's a little bit behind. But, a 7, 3, and 5 Jinx for the 250 gold bounty. 6, 4, and 6 Kog'Maw with 150 gold bounties, so. I mean, they're doing what they're supposed to. It's just this Echo and the Graves are like their entire team, aside from that. This blanket is very comfy.
That's good. We do see the four-man squad of Rawr to kind of look for that Mordekaiser. Did sniff it out though. It's just gonna walk back to not get caught
Jim
out.
used that word.
What word?
You don't sniff things out, Jim.
Yeah, you do. Dogs sniff stuff out all the time.
Tibbers is falling out of his.
Do you see the Ara go over? They're trying to get on top of the Kog'Maw. They only got the Karma so far. Karma was able to flash out. Jarvan goes down now.
This is just messy
Jinx
fight.
ult comes out and does get the Karma. It's currently
Nice
1-for-1.
job.
She gets excited and tries to go in a bit further, but gets knocked up by the Ornn. Ornn is underneath turret, tanking away. Second kill for the Jinx now. Echo's on the backside, did get a kill on to the Ahri in return.
Yo, let a man snip. No, Fanny, go back to your corner and time out. Alright. Alright, I'm gonna solo cast for a minute here. I'm guessing the Jim has this away for a minute. This is a little bit of a rough. No, we will not. Penny, behave yourself. We have Dragon up in 35 seconds. Both teams are, this will put either team at soul point, depending on who can get to secure this Drake first. Ornn does pick up the Frozen Heart. Mordekaiser's got the Jack Show, Rylai's Crystal Scepter. Ahri does get the Rabadon Death Cap. So it looks like both teams are in fairly good shape. Karma got Deadman's. Is that like a thing now? Bendies, I'm having you muted in ZGG for me to see then. Alright, the Ornn ult does come out. It does go wide though, however. Big knock up here. The Graves was able to take it down this Annie. I don't know if this is much to contest here from TPO. They should probably just back off. But they're just waking up and choosing violence. And the third Drake is going to go over to Rawr here. And they're just going to walk down mid lane. It looks like there isn't, no more objectives are up for at least another minute. TPO's gonna have to be careful. I mean, Kog'Maw was gonna be disgusting. This is the first day on the new patch. Like, it's unfortunate that things serious did go down. But Jinx is going to take out the Karma, followed up by the Ornn. That's a double kill, but Echo is right behind them. The Jarvan ult does kind of miss that target there, and downfall is... Oh, he is able to get out. Mordekaiser shuts down the Kog'Maw. The ult from Echo comes out and takes out the Ahri, and I don't think they're able to get anything else out of this fight.
That was a big fight for TPO Chipz and Guac. The Jinx is starting to hurt hard now.
Yeah, that's an 11-3 Jinx. I honestly just think that the Ahri matchup between Echo it was gonna be rough.
We do see the Graves now catching out the Jinx. This is bad as the Jinx does get shut down. That's a large amount of gold over to the Echo now. Now that Annie's caught out. The teleport from the Ornn's coming in. She's trying to flash to get out. Currently, it's just a wild goose chase right now. The Scuttle did go out, so they don't have any movement speed, but the Karma's there to speed up the Echo. She is slowed down. The stun does come through. Ahri's teleporting in, but I don't know if that's the right call right there. With them going down, if you just had another target on bot side, the Annie was able to burn off a lot of that kill.
Ahri does have ult, and is going to need to use it.
was able to successfully get away from the Orn ult, but now the Mord is caught out by Graves, and it's just getting hammered down. The Graves just built to shred tank and just obliterated the Mord, and Echo picks out the Ahri as well in her own jungle. This is catastrophic at this point. They're just playing loose and getting caught out in places without the rest of the team.
They gotta protect the Jinx at this point. Oh my gosh, that Echo's got no health.
That was a big crit from the Jinx.
The Jinx rocket does go wide. Second Baron goes over to Rawr. Unfortunate for TPO. They're just gonna have to kind of... I don't know what they can do at this point, I'm gonna be honest. Jinx was able to pick up the mid-tier 2 turret. They're just gonna have to like go for picks and take a... Do not let them get what is it, soul? So...
Oh no. Annie looks like she's gonna get caught out again. They're all kind of dragging along and paying for it in their own jungle. The Orn ult as well as the Grave ult goes out and the Ahri goes down.
Yeah.
Now Rawr's kind of looking to push in to the mid turret here.
Who do you think is gonna get banned next round?
I'm not entirely sure.
I mean,
Kog'Maw
was good, but
I don't think it's the main
it was
factor.
mainly the Graves and Echo.
Yeah.
Are they just looking to end here? I don't think that they can, because this Orn is extremely low.
Yeah.
Kind of fun. Jinx.
Jinx is now caught out. They do provide peel. Mordekaiser does just pull out the ult to get him, get her out. Shutdown does go down with the Echo ult up. That's gonna be big.
Nice. That's
No
a
one went
massive
down.
shutdown.
And it is soul point for Rawr without their mid laner. Ahri is not there yet. The smite goes down, and it is the Graves that does secure it. They are just shredding through TPO Chipz and Guac with the amount that they're ahead. The Jinx, even at 11, 4, and 6 and 351 CS, is not able to do enough for the team right now. They're just forced to run away from their own base as the 4-man of Rawr just walks down and looks to end the game.
I don't think that they can't defend. I mean, they had a massive jungle. Unfortunately, game number 1 is going to go over to Rawr. Unfortunate for TPL, they're going to need to change a few things to kind of turn game number 2 around. So.
But we are going to go on a short break while we do get ready for game number 2. But
Yes,
we will
don't
be
go
right
anywhere.
back.
You say I make you nervous, a tragedy, I'm a beautiful disaster, a reckoning. You wonder how I got this way. You think I'm someone to be saved, someone to clean up and tame. Oh, some things never change, never change. You think I would look pretty on your arm once you cover up my bruises and battle scars, but it always ends the same. Can't bear the things I've had to face, got you crying on your knees in pain. Oh, some things never change, never change. Oh, you will break your back to make me feel again, suffocate to make me breathe again, lose your mind from endless pain. Some things never change, never change. Oh, redemption never came. I stopped asking for forgiveness, cause you should know only fools tread with the angels. Fear to go, but you keep trying to get too close. Save myself by turning into stone. So save your judgment cause you just don't know. But some things never change, never change. Oh, they say I should feel guilty and change my ways, leaving crumpled bodies in my wake. Swear I didn't mean to make them break, swear I didn't mean to make them break. But they're so delicate and so mundane, and they keep coming like a moth to a flame. Oh, some things never change, never change. You'll break your back to make me feel again, suffocate to make me breathe again, lose your mind from endless pain. Some things never change, never change. Oh, redemption.
You make me move, you make me dance, you make my heart beat super fast. You lift me up, you make me laugh. Baby, you're the best I ever had. You're the best I ever had. You're the best I ever had. Best I ever had. You're the best I ever had. Best I ever had. You're the best I ever.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to TPO Esports. We are just getting ready for a game number 2 for TPO versus Rawr. And I'm just trying to get Spectate linked up. We're just waiting for the players to get ready.
Yeah, we're just waiting for the players to lock in here. Not to, as they get ready for game 2, definitely needs to be a mental reset for TPO Chipz and Guac. Hard game 1 loss. Only one that performed like exceptionally well was the Jinx. That was a majority of the team's kills and damage that game. It was just kind of one of those things that they didn't have enough to shred through the front line of Rawr, but they were also having their backline essentially assassinated by the Echo, while the Graves and Kog'Maw just destroyed and dismantled the front line of Chipz and Guac.
I mean, we kind of knew that Kog'Maw was going to be a problem with this, with like the current patch. So, I just think that it's kind of hard to play serious when there's something this drastic that happens. So, because you're never fully aware, like, what are you gonna do? Spam a bunch of like games to like prepare yourself for every champion that you're gonna interact with. So, I do think that it's gonna be a learning curve. Unfortunately, like Riot chose to put this like in like the middle of this tournament split. So
I'm surprised that Riot did something this big mid-season at all. I would have expected them to do like another system revamp and a mythic revamp at the end of the season, but mid-season is a bit odd, unless they were feeling like the league itself was being being lost train of thought. Being stale. That's where I was going. If they thought league was getting stale and everything like that, it would be something to kind of see them to try to do stuff and make it so that it does kind of work better. It might be the fact that they're going through MSI on Pro Play right now, and they want League to come out of MSI and look different than what it is currently in MSI and previously for that. But not entirely sure for that.
And I mean, I don't know if it was MSI that brought this on, but whatever it was, I don't like it. So.
Oh, I didn't even realize that. There are two ghosts. There are two players with the name Ghost in their name for Chipz and Guac. There's Psycho Ghost and then Ghost TP.
Alright, we are just waiting.
Yeah. One of the players stepped away briefly.
Oh, did they? Okay.
Back in a second, yeah. Soon, maybe?
Hopefully. So I am hoping to see a Cogbot ban. Graves ban would be nice, but I mean, you really can't ban them all, so...
No, it's not something that you can ban everything. It would be interesting to see Florigato on his Varus, if it is allowed through.
I'm not a fan of the Varus now. I think that there are other stronger AD carries right now that
you can't build U-moves and Rageblade. They're both mythics now, Volty.
Yeah. I know. Like, a lot of people were thinking that you could build them together, but when they decided to make Rageblade the mythic, it kind of ruined it. Yeah, Rageblade is a mythic.
Yeah. Very interesting. No, I understand what he's getting for the U-moves and the Rageblade.
Oh, yeah.
It's the on-hit effect while also the movement speed build up from U-moves to kind of like dance around and move, as well as that lethality aspect.
I'm kind of liking the static shiv comeback, but I'm sure it will get some type of hotfix and they'll ruin it before I get to like actually play it. So. I think that was the item that I was like the most excited for, was static shiv.
And we are into bans now. Does look like the
they're gonna ban a Jax.
Jax is getting banned.
I'm guessing that's one of like Raining Wolves.
And honestly, I have not been able to look at Raining Wolves stuff today. I had work and then kind of went into setting up production for this tonight, so I wasn't able to look into much of the champion pools.
I did look into it. He does have
we do see the Gragas ban come out, so it's Jax and Gragas that are currently banned. there's a family emergency that had to step away.
Our mid laner has a newborn.
Yes. There's the Vagar ban again. Don't think any of the bans are changing so far, because there's the Wukong. Do you recall? Has any of the bans changed, or everybody's just okay?
Everything looks the same. I am surprised to see the Wukong ban, because I know that that's like more of Psycho Ghost in the jungle, but he's mid. I don't see it taking Wukong mid as like a good thing, but.
See the Jarvan ban come out, so that is a different one. Jarvan was picked up last time. There's no change in the bans from TPO side for game number 2 for the first set bans.
Yeah, no, it looks like they kept all bans the same, which I'm surprised. Like they're letting
there's the Ornn first
Ornn
pick.
Again.
So that's a blind pick Ornn, so they could potentially go for a counter pick here into that Ornn. I am not entirely sure what Raining Wolves plays, but there are a lot that they could play into that to kind of go away from it. And there's the Varus coming out for Florgat. Nope, he elected to go back to the Jinx.
I mean, that is a comfort pick for Florgato, so I get it. I mean,
well, the 3 comforts that I've seen him on have been Jinx, Aphelios, and Varus. But we see the Scion up in top lane, so just answering tank with tank. I'm not entirely sure who wins that one, or if it's just a clean split. I did just check. It is favored in the Ornn's favor. So they might just be looking to have something big and tanky, unless it's some type of interesting comp and having a Scion mid or jungle.
I mean, you know what? I would love to see Ghost play Scion support.
Could work.
You know what? Just do it.
We do see the Varus picked up by Rawr instead. So it looked like they were considering kind of giving it up, but ended up taking it themselves after not banning it this time. Karma comes in once again. So right now 1 change in pick on each side so far.
The Braum locked, and so that's gonna be a Jinx Braum bot lane.
So very defensive support, definitely can peel with ease, does have a decent amount of setup. If he can start getting those stacks on, you can stun a target really quick. We do see the Graves banned this game. That's a good change up in the bans. Make sure that Hakim for Rawr does not get his hands on that jungler again, as it was very pivotal in a lot of those fights. Caught out quite a few and was able to get rid of it. Shred through even the Mordekaiser at times. So definitely don't want to give something like that over again. The Vi ban from Rawr towards that jungle pool as well. I think the Echo one would be good here as well. Echo was strong. I think only died like 3 or 4 times the last game. Was quite impactful altogether.
Agree.
And it's a Lee Sin ban as well. They don't want to see Hakim on that Lee Sin either. So they just heavily targeted the jungle with their bans. Wukong, Gragas, Graves, Lee Sin all can be played in that jungle. ban from Rawr, so a lot of junglers banned this game. 7 in total?
Yeah. There's Jarvan, Vi, Sin. Yeah, there's almost all of the bans are directed towards jungle.
And that is the Echo takeaway. I'm not entirely sure who plays that, if it is Psycho Ghost in the mid lane or Downfall in the jungle. But something to take away from this team here.
I'm not knowing how I feel about this team so far. Let's say Kane jungle. Alright.
I wonder if it's gonna be a red Kane kind of gank towards that top lane more often, or if he's gonna focus that bot lane, look to go blue Kane, and just dive in and assassinate that back lane. It's been a few weeks at least for us since we've seen a Kane in the jungle. I want to say it was Psycho Ghost when he was playing on Wildcats. That was the last one to play it that I've seen.
Was it?
Yeah. We see
I don't remember him playing Kane, but yeah. So Echo's picked up. That can be an Echo jungle, or that can be an Echo. That is an Echo jungle.
That's actually just a lot of flex, because that could. Talia technically can go in the jungle as well.
I don't know if I've ever seen.
It's an older pick, but it still works a bit in the jungle as well. I did just put out the.
It looks like there. Wait, it says that Magic Clubs left the lobby.
I think it's just like a quick bug check.
All right. So, what do you think of this team?
Very interesting picks. I feel like Rawr kind of kept to their idea, slow carry for in the Varus, and then people to just attack that back line. The Kane is going to be looking to attack the back line. The Silas is going to be doing the same thing. They kept Ornn.
It's an egg chair magic.
Up in top side. I don't know how I feel about TPO Chipz and Guac's team. It seems like they want to do a front to back, but then they also have the Echo Assassin as well as Talia, which can be the control mage aspect of it.
Yo, Kuba, you don't have the caster curse. Get out of here. Eggies. Jim, tell Magic this is not an Eggies.
Why not?
He calls it a bird cage. Jeez.
And it is going to be an Echo jungle, so it will be that Talia mid.
Downfall? You feeling okay there, buddy?
It's not something that we've seen him on before. It might be just something deeper in his champion pool.
Well, you know what? You brought this on yourself there, Koobs.
But the Talia is a bit of a better pick for that against that Silas in the mid lane. There's the minefield where if he tries dashing through it, we'll end up getting stunned. She has.
So what about that ult when he decides to take it?
The wall. That transports.
Yeah, the one that like I used to go under their turret.
You go under their turret or you cut off your allies. That's how you use it.
No,
if
that's
he
how
uses
I do
it
it.
like you, then it's perfect, fine, and dandy. He might just use it to try making a roam down bot lane or something like that quick, or to kind of section off a team fight so that people can't lose.
Family, we don't move. It's only Bovine that does that. All right. So this is gonna be the redemption game. Where we going to game 3?
I think that I would personally like to see a game 3 just because I like it when it comes down to the wire. There's much more tension in those game 3s than there are in game 2s, even when you're down 1-0. Game 3 just kind of makes both teams feel like they have to win or they go home.
Yeah.
But I do think this will be an exciting game. I have to see how well the Scion does into this Ornn, if they can get tanky, or if they're going to start falling behind, as Ornn does end up usually winning that matchup. I would probably like to see something a bit more aggressive in that top lane to kind of shred through that Ornn, so that he isn't able to scale and get those those items as soon as he did this game.
Yeah. I mean, Ornn's never going to be fun when the upgrades come in, so.
But with that, we are going to go on a short spectator delay, but we will be right back, so stay tuned.
Try your luck and take a chance. Before the risks in this moment, take my hand, then break my heart. I'll never walk this road again. Stumbling steps grow to a dance where things change forever.
everyone, and welcome to game number 2 of TPO Esports. This is the TPO Chipz and Guac versus Rawr series out of the ZGG tournament series. So this is game number 2. The first one was a little rough on the side of TPO. Think that they were just kind of they weren't really aware of who was playing this tonight. For a little bit before the game started, so. But they're all kind of, this is looking like, your typical just, start minus the Kane, who is, trying to get a little,
there's cheeky level 1.
I don't think that this is the best bet for them.
No, they're trying to go for downfall. They're just going to force him to back, get some stacks for the Kane.
Probably weren't supposed to be emoting in this game.
I don't know.
Pretty sure there was a no emote rule.
That's what we were told, but you see both junglers top side. Decent poke onto the Jinx early on. A lot of poke coming out from the Karma and Varus onto the TPO bot lane here. Everywhere else kind of a bit slow. Cyan and Orange is kind of trading blows back and forth. Silas choosing to go in. Level 2 is hit by TPO first, but they're not able to get any markings onto anyone to kind of stun anybody up, so they do get their fair share of damage in return.
Oh, they just had to mute the emotes, Jim. They can still use them. They just are supposed to have them muted. Lots of damage goes on to Psycho goes from Magic.
But we do see the bot lane of Chipz and Guac just kind of getting poked out here. The Karma and Varus pretty healthy. Orn goes in on the Cyan, does get a healthy chunk of damage down. He gets knocked up himself for some return damage from the Cyan. Kane is here bot lane, might be looking for this gank here. Is spotted on ward.
I think this is going to be a rough match for Seigo against Silas. Honestly, the Silas is doing a ton of damage. The Karma's chunking out this Jinx.
I think that's the big issue right now, is just how much the Jinx has been chunked out. Kane is here on the backside. The Jinx is going to face check, and that's going to be first blood over to the Kane. Jinx kind of went to, I don't know, check on some vision and end up paying for it with her life. Now Brahm's kind of getting pressured underneath turret. The knockback from the Talia does get her to safety, but she's getting chunked out pretty heavily by the Silas.
Yeah, the Jinx. Listen, what are you doing to me? You're making my eyes bleed with that stupid call. Go put it away.
With how much they're getting poked, he doesn't want to fight anymore. He's just looking to farm. That's why he's building the call.
Yeah.
He's saying, I'll see you guys later, rather than trying to fight him. And it's not a lane that they easily win anyway, with the double range versus the melee support in Braum. Do you see Kane looking and invading into the Echo's top side? Talia's going to be caught out here. Does knock away the Silas, but Kane's able to take those Raptors and then head towards top side. They do know he's pathing up that direction. He's going to get spotted out on a pink ward here. So the Scion is going to be able to play it safe. Echo comes in. The flash is blown by Silas to get himself out, but nothing else is needed to get him out of there. Does have level 6, so is able to kind of progress a bit further. Do you see the Kane still topside? Or an ult comes out.
Yeah.
Trying to get a kill up on topside onto the Scion, but they're just able to walk out after the flash was blown.
I mean, Scion is just pure tank. So eventually, I mean, I'm hoping that they can pull off an Aztec moment and kind of just be the what was it, the sacrificial lamb that he was last night.
Do you see the flash blown by Talia there mid lane? Now Echo's caught in the Kane's jungle by himself. The stolen ult does come out for Silas, almost getting a kill onto the Echo. Echo was forced to flash out there. Karma did roam from bot side to mid, is spotted on that pink ward though. So the Echo's just going to be able to back off, and the Talia's going to be able to play it safe. Bit of a slow game this time. Echo's in trouble here at the red buff though. He almost gets taken down by his own red buff. That was a close one.
Knock up from Ornn, but Ornn's kind of at about half health there. I don't think that he wants to stay and deal with Scion's nonsense too much. He does have his knockup, but it doesn't seem to have much of an effect on him. I wonder if Karma's gonna go the same build as she did last time.
Wouldn't surprise me. It did seem to do, that mythic did seem to do well. Recall stopped onto the Varus. Flash away from the Varus ult. The Q goes wide onto the onto the Jinx. The knockdown is gonna make it so that
nicely done.
The Jinx gets one. Braum is able to knock up and then get a second kill onto the Varus. A good fight from the TPO bot lane. As Echo rotates over and starts taking Drake as Kane is pressuring topside. Silas and Talia face check each other. They're both kind of stuck here in this fight.
But Talia is able to get out, and this first Drake is going to go over to TPO while Kane is topside taking. Tibbers, can you please stop walking on all of my cords? That would be fabulous.
But that's what cats do.
He is very confused by this chair. Come on, baby. Come on. He wants to get up here, but he doesn't know how. I know.
We now see the Braum come into the mid lane. Is trying to get those stuns off onto the Silas. Does get it off. The wall comes out from her, but not much left to follow as the Kane does come in mid to provide aid.
This Varus has kind of been a rough spot here.
Jinx ult did come out to clear that minion wave and force them out. Fights across the map as Scion and Ornn fight top lane. The Talia and Silas is taken down by the Silas, and Echo, Braum, and Jinx chase out the Varus Karma.
This bloody game, I tell ya.
It's not entirely bloody. It's just like everybody's looking to fight. The Varus ult does come out. The Echo's going to be forced to ult under turret, but it's rooted underneath there. Kayn is coming down. This is dangerous. Kayn's got one. The Jinx and Braum are going to be forced to back off here. Good Varus ult underneath the turret, followed up by like Karma W to just chain stun. Well, not stun. Chain root the Echo underneath that turret, so he wasn't able to do much. Sion ult just to get up to top lane to not make sure that any farm gets
Probably
missed.
not the best. Only because I think that like he could have saved her for like a team fight, but
I think he's just trying to get as much CS as possible. He is going Heartsteel, so he's going to have those double stacks from the Heartsteel as well as his W passive to kind of make him big and tanky. We are going to see a red Kayn here as well, so he's going to be a bit bruiser. Yep.
Interesting. Yes, Chippers. This cat's fast asleep on my lap.
Sounds about right.
Yeah.
Jinx finally able to kind of apply the pressure. Does get a trade 1-for-1 in bot lane. The Talia is taken down by the Silas and Kayn in mid lane, as Echo was there trying to provide aid but wasn't able to do much. Herald is dropped mid as they're trying to take plates here. They could look for a dive here, as the Silas does have the Echo ult. Does use it after forcing Echo's ult himself. Braum's roamed up top, up mid to provide aid, but the Karma here has followed.
So it's 5-3, about a 2k gold lead in favor of Rawr, which, I mean, you're gonna have your good games and your bad games, so. The series is not over yet. They just kind of have to play a little bit safer here.
And you can see where that gold lead is. Currently, a huge gold lead in the jungle in favor of Rawr, as well as a gold lead in mid lane for Rawr as well. They're trying to go in on the Silas again. I don't know if they win this. He is level 10. They're trying to chunk him out, but there's no Echo ult to help him out. He's just going to be forced to walk away. The Sion ult teleport comes in, but he's just able to dash away and get out.
This Jinx is going to start doing damage, though. I really like the synergy between Floragato and Ghost. I
He's
think
back
that
down
like
bot lane. The Jinx is instantly rooted up. Now it's the Braum caught out by himself. He's trying to get a stun onto somebody just to get anything, but it's just going to get taken down by the Varus himself. Sion ult does come out, knocks up the Ornn. The Ornn throws out his ult himself to knock up the Sion as well. Ult for ult traded, and it's gonna also be the second Drake, a Chemtech Drake, for Rawr after that double kill, those 2 kills down bot lane. Looks like Psycho Ghost is having a hard time with this Silas here in mid lane.
that's a 3-0 Silas and a 3-0-2 Kayn. Definitely gonna be a rough game for TPO if they can't crawl their way back in there. And the Storm Racer was picked up first for Jinx again. But it looks like tier 1 turret is going to go down, which does cancel the TP. Or did it cancel it? Yes, it did. But the Echo was able to take down these silos, but Kayn is bot side once again to kind of relieve some pressure down there for the bot lane. I guess it was an okay gank. Riptailed is up. This is probably something that Downfall kind of wants to head towards, since they did get the first Herald, so...
Yeah, they definitely need to be more proactive when it comes down to those objectives. The Silas teleporting deep into the jungle, gonna have a flank on the Talia, but the Talia is already roaming up towards that Herald to help out.
This Orion's level 12 already. And it was just kind of like, making his own answer up in top lane. Did opt to go the same build as last time. Herald is picked up by Downfall, so I keep on calling it Jarvan. That's definitely not Jarvan. I think I'm just so used to seeing him on Jarvan.
I'm not entirely sure on this Scion. We've only seen his ult used once aggressively. Otherwise, I think he's used 2 just to get back up to top lane.
I mean, if that's what he's got to use it for right now, that's what he's got to use it for. CS-wise, he is in the lead, but I think he kind of wants to keep it that way and keep Ornn in top side.
I'm not entirely sure because we're seeing him take a lot of damage already from this Ornn, who is getting those stacks off, as well as the healing from the Radiant Virtue did get a massive amount of damage onto the Scion. Scion's knocked up again. Here comes the Kayn flashing under turret, and they're going to get a kill onto the Scion, who did overstep there a little bit, got knocked up quite a few times underneath the Rawr turret up in top lane. Now Chipz and Guac have to figure out what they can do on this map here. They're not really committing to any type of fight, and they're just going to give up this top turret. The Herald is dropped mid, but it's not going to be enough without additional damage to take down this turret. The stolen Braum ult means that the Silas gets onto the Jinx and just immediately kills her. They're trying to chase a bit further, but the Karma is just being able to heal up enough for the team, as she went Radiant Virtue as well. A 3v2 has gone bad as the Silas is just chasing down. The Echo dashes in trying to get a return kill, but goes down to the Karma. Scion respawned and is now fighting a 1v2 up in top lane. This is catastrophic for Chipz and Guac all across the board, as the Scion's just getting tower dove time and time again by the Kayn and Ornn.
Yeah. I mean, for being all support players, they're playing fairly well in other lanes. Look at that. Listen, I'm just comfy with my cat here.
What?
So I'm just comfy with my cat here.
Oh.
I don't know what TPO can do to come back from this. I think that they are doing their best. I mean, like, you can just tell. I think they got a little defeated after game number 1.
It didn't seem like they were defeated at the start of this. I think just with how the game has gone, they may be in their heads here, which might be rough for them to get that mental reset.
Yeah.
It's like they're trying to find a way to get into the river, but they're just getting zoned out by the Silas. Silas tossed towards the Scion. Echo's now trying to get onto the Karma, but isn't able to do enough. The Jinx isn't there, and they're choosing to pick a fight. The Jinx is just now showing up and trying to do damage, but she was in mid lane farming, and it's going to be a 1-for-0 for no reason, and now the Echo's trying to get out, and just barely able to get out. Lack of communication there ends up just costing the Scion for nothing after Drake, and the Braum also went down there.
Yeah. Baron is up, and it looks like Rawr's headed right towards that.
I don't think the Echo really has a chance to get in and
No.
really help, except for a miracle steal. It doesn't look like he's going to go for it. If
No,
they even
it's not worth
know.
like dying for.
At this point, you got to get something to start slowing down the game. I would, if I was Echo, I would trade my life for that Baron if I could.
It looks like he's kind of heading that way, but they have to make sure they do it
He
at
just
like
used-
the right point.
He just used the tumble. They're gonna get the Baron and the Echo here.
It's unfortunate. I know that, you know, like you can see like Ghost is doing as much as he can. I mean, I know that this was a team that they were all kind of worried about facing, so. The Varus ult does go out, and down goes the Braum.
Jinx is caught out here. The Kane's trying to go in, is able to get the ult out onto the Jinx, gets another kill here. Sion's split pushing bot side, but they're losing the base here. Sion's got to play it careful. Yeah, you're getting bounty gold, but if not done right, they might lose a huge chunk of the base as the Echo goes down once again. The Kane's trying to go in, does get killed by the Talia. Talia goes down themselves. Now the Braum is left to just kind of fight off themselves. But Sion ult is stolen by Silas, as Silas is just chasing him down, trying to allow the rest of his team to end the game. He's turret diving the Sion as the tank and out tanking him currently.
Oh my gosh. Is he going to be able to get this return kill on Silas? No. This is an unfortunate game. That's all I can say, really.
It's
Feel
almost
bad
like
for him, but
TPO Chipz and Guac are playing a solo queue game where they're not entirely sure what the next one's doing. They're just kind of throwing themselves at the enemy here.
I beg to differ. We do have Drake up in about a minute and a half, but there is an open access. I mean, you're going to have these super minions pushing into base.
Super minions in mid as well as Baron. The Silas stole the Echo ult, so could potentially look to go in. Sion did knock up Varus, but didn't. No, there's nothing to follow up with. Orange top side split pushing now. Sion's trying to get in on everybody. Echo's caught out by himself on the other side of the Talia wall. The Kane just instantly goes in and just destroys the Jinx. They're onto Braum. The Sion's trying to get out and tank out, but uses his ult to get out. But the Talia goes down as well. A fight that just goes drastically in the favor of Rawr likely means that this is going to be game 2 in their favor.
Yeah. and the turrets are just falling. The Cyan really can't do much. Amazing performance from Rawr, as usual.
And that is going to be game number 2 going over to Rawr, and the series going over to Rawr in a 2-0 fashion.
It was unfortunate, but I mean, hey, I'm amazed that support players can play that well in every single lane. It's amazing. 10 stack guard seal. Very impressive.
Alright, but that is going to be it from us tonight. Thank you for everyone that did turn in. We hope you all have a nice night.
Have a good night.